Okay, so how can we access the private data or private attributes in our class if they're tucked away in the class and hidden from the outside world? In this video, we're going to look at a technique to do that. What we're going to do is add public properties to the class. So I'm still in my class. I'm going to scroll down a little bit here. So this was all the stuff that we've looked at before, the functionality, the attributes, but now I have this special section where I've added public properties. So these are part of the class and they have access to the private data. Okay, but they in turn are exposed to the outside world. So it creates this indirect access to the private data. So basically, they're all kind of the same structurally. You know, add the property decorator for one, and then define the property, give it a nice descriptive name. And of course, it accepts the self as an argument or as a parameter here. And then from there, we can just return the private data member, okay? Or not data member, the private attribute. And yeah, so I have one of those for each of the attributes. I have a property for each of the attributes. So you can, again, once you get one in place, you can kind of use it as a template and use it for the rest of them. So that's for the pizza name, the description, the diameter, the number of slices, and then the full, this is for the full price of the pizza. So getting to the main function here, so I've created a pizza called P1, and then here, you know, this is really the same code from the very first video, but it works even with the private attributes because I now have those properties. So this is a call not to that attribute. It's not to this guy. It's to the property that I just showed you. Okay, so again, that's to the description property, the diameter property, and all that. So it's going to work fine in this case for both pizzas, now that that functionality is in there. Now, so those are for getting the data out. Okay, the name, the description, for getting it out of the class and displaying it to the user. What if I needed to change the price of my pizza after the object has been created? What if there's a sale or something, or a discount, or maybe inflation, the price is going to go up. I need to change the price of the pizza. What if I want to change the name of the pizza from Vegan Supreme to Veggie Supreme or something like that? I need a way, again, that data, those attributes are hidden to the outside world. So if I want to change those, again, I need some kind of indirect access. Okay, the properties that I just showed that we already talked about, that's a one-way street. That's for getting the data back out. What about putting new data in? Okay, well, I have some more properties here, or what we would call setters. Think of it as like you're setting the data to something else, something new. Okay, so again, I'm using a decorator with the word setter in it. Going to set the new name of the pizza, Veggie Supreme, whereas before it was Vegan Supreme. So I've defined, again, a setter called pizza name. We have to pass it the self argument, and then also the new name that's coming in, like Veggie Supreme. And from there, again, I'm in the class, so I do have access to those private attributes. So I just set the private attribute to the new name that just came in. That's all. Or the new description that just came in. Okay, again, they're all kind of the same. Once I have the diameter, if I'm setting the diameter to something new, that's going to have a ripple effect on this pizza and like affect the number of slices and whatnot. So I did put in a call to calc num slices in the diameter setter. Okay, I mean, it's your method, it's your pizza. You can do what you want to do. But for the most part, they're all going to be just kind of really straightforward like this. But sometimes you might have to add a little bit of functionality like I've done in this one. And then the price, as I mentioned, with inflation, you might have to change the price. So again, the new price is coming in and I have full access to the private data there. I can set it to the new price. So let's look at this in action from the main method or the main function. Okay, right here. So here I'm using the setters to just set the new value. So I've changed the name of P1 to Veggie Supreme. I've changed the diameter to, I think it was 12 inches before. I've upped it to 18 inches. And here I'm upping the price by $5, I believe. So yeah, there's so that'll work. And now I'll print the new facts. So we'll run it and we'll look at the before and after here. Okay, so this was the before, the Vegan Supreme. Oh, it was only $19.95, 12 inches, 7 slices. Okay, Vegan Supreme. So then I changed, I used the setters to set the data to some new values. Now we have, and then I printed it again. So this is Veggie Supreme. It's 18 inches now. The price increased by $10, $29.95. And then that'll give us 17 slices on this much larger pizza. So yeah, there you have it. So again, a good rule of thumb is to make your attributes private, especially now when we're learning. But then you have to add that additional access, that indirect access. And we do that in the form of properties to get the data out. Okay, and then if you want to be able to change the data, like I had to do in this program, you would add the setters for each of those attributes to put new data in or overwrite the existing data that's in there, change it to something new.